In terms of the people coming in, you will be aware that as the BMA, we are responsible for 4 critical specialized areas. So when people arrive into the country, we activate port health responsibility.
Yes.
So port health basically means that we have to screen everybody entering the Republic in terms of their temperature level. So everybody is expected to be sitting at a temperature below 3.7.
Right.
So if anybody is sitting at a temperature 3.8 up, that particular person must be quarantined, taken into a clinic, and ultimately into a medical facility for that particular person to be checked as to what is probably the challenge that they might be carrying. Obviously, if we find some very serious infectious or communicable disease, they will not be allowed in the country. They will have to be quarantined and obviously being attended to medically. That's the first thing. The second thing that we do, obviously, is the immigration work. Immigration work has to look at the nature of the documents that they have to make sure that they are indeed, having the requisite documents. If they are actually, for example, supposed to visas, they should have such. But most of the people that came, they are from states and therefore they have diplomatic passports. Most of the states, they enter the country without needing a visa because of the diplomatic passport. But for those with ordinary passports from certain countries, we did require visas. So what we did, we spoke to them ahead of time to make sure that everybody is aware of the requirements so that we don't have any challenge. All of that has been done. And of course, the third level, once they've taken the baggage, we then activate both agricultural biosecurity and environmental biosecurity. So what we do by that, through our K9 unit, which actually have a sniffer dogs,
Yes.
we are able to check all the bags and make sure that nobody carries some kind of an animal or their product or even a plant or their product that is not desirable in the country. Once we pick those up, we then have to ultimately exit those things out of their bags, and we have to get those things destroyed. So as we speak now, we've been doing all of that work, and that is why in our statement we talk about some Chinese scrap, that has been picked up by one of the individual, but that individual was not necessarily coming for the G20. It's just that it was during that period or during this period of the G20. Unfortunately, that particular one is a criminal offense.
Yeah.
That is why the person had to be arrested, basically handed over to the SAPS for that person to be taken through the legal process. So that is basically the work that we do in terms of the entry. In terms of the exit, we primarily do immigration work, and the rest of the others don't apply because they are leaving the country.